Yo, what is going on, guys? We are back today for yet another Alliance War video. So this is Season 57, Alliance War number 6, which does mark the halfway point into the season. 4 Loki is doing pretty good at this point. We started with 3 wins, then we had 2 losses. Now we get to this war. So yeah, let's go ahead and get straight into the video. So, my team for this war, who's it going to be? Is this one Werewolf? So yeah, with this synergy, am I bringing She-Hulk this war? Okay, yeah, we are bringing Werewolf. And what else am I doing? Oh, just Heimd Doll. Okay. This war was a little while ago. But I really do like the look of this team. Werewolf by night, Deathless Thanos, and then my assignment just said, +1. So I can pretty much bring whoever I want. I just bring Heimd Doll as a, safety net. Basically, it's another... He's like an invulnerability boost in and of himself. He's like an invulnerability immortality boost. Like, that's really powerful to bring. This war, I didn't have a Section 1 path, though. I was just backup. So all of Section 1, I think, is already cleared at this point. So I'm just moving on my merry way. And we jump now to Section 2. And we have 2 fights here. Up first, we have a Gentle. And up next, we have a Penny Parker. So, Gentle. Now, I wasn't really given too much direction for this fight. And I've never really fought Gentle before. So I really honestly wasn't sure what to expect. But I'm strapped with my strongest champion, which is, 7-star, rank 4, Deathless Thanos. So I'm not really too worried. If I got Thanos, I feel pretty good. This does have encroaching stun. So that's really the main thing that I was worried about going into this fight. But here is something else I need to be worrying about in this fight, and that is Gentle just going passively unstoppable. So that's going to happen a few times. And then here, again, just throwing that special before we get stunned by the encroaching stun timer. All right. So boom, going for some counter punches here and drop the hammer. Boom, we do get Gentle armor broken and armor shattered, which is great. Here again, we're going to go for another counter punch. And then here he goes unstoppable, which is, super fun. But I'm going to throw my special 2 here to, again, negate the encroaching stun. So we're doing all right here. I got my armor break, my armor shatter, my 8 furies. But you can see the resistance on this guy is crazy, man. That physical resistance is really feeling it. When I don't crit, I'm doing like 1900 damage. And then he just keeps going passively unstoppable here. And so I had to just kind of throw this special 2 or I was going to get stunned. And he does end up punishing me, which is fun. But I do have my protection coming in super clutch. So just kind of utilizing that and just doing what I can. So that was a pretty terrible fight. I got hit a lot, messed up a lot. But we were fine. That's Deathless Thanos, bro. He is so freaking good. Getting just pummeled by Gentle. Still come out of that fight with 45% health. Not too bad. So that was the fight, I was worried about. The rest, should be all right. I have a good understanding of every other fight and every other defender. So we've got some combat deja vu here. And that's going to give the disintegration. There's also... Was it Safeguard, I think? So, yeah, this fight is fine. It's just going to be a bit of a slow one with Mr. Werewolf here. So I'm just trying to hit her block right now. She's being annoying. So I'm just going to be doing medium into light on her block. And I'm just going to keep on repeating that just to get her shield down and to just trickle in the damage with those rupture debuffs. So that's all we're doing right now, just chilling, howling when we can. Gonna go ahead and rip this special. I was a little worried about getting auto blocked, so I didn't want her to get any more. 2 was already enough, so I just threw that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and let her throw this special because I've almost taken down her shield, and then once the shield's down, we can go kind of crazy. So here we're gonna get close to taking the shield down, and then we're gonna howl. That's going to put us in the Curse of Lycanthropy. And now we just want to get to that special 2, but break the shield first. So boom, shield is now broken. Now we can go ahead and get to our special 2, and we can just drop a colossal special 2 with a buttload of rupture damage. You can see her health bar just plummeting. Bait the special 2, little parry first, and yeah, she's down to 8% now. Throw a little special 1, boom, boom, boom. Her force field is back, and she dies. Perfect fight. I couldn't have asked for anything better there. Werewolf. Really, really love using Werewolf in Alliance War, dude. It just feels really good in War. Love the howling. Love just being able to hit into their block and, you know, still make meaningful progress in the fight. I love his ruptures on his special 2. Love Werewolf, man. Such a great champ. So now we move on to the mini boss island, and there's only 2 fights left to take. There's a Red Skull and a Maestro. So Red Skull at first. I've taken this fight before, but it was before the map kind of got an overhaul with new nodes and stuff. So I've taken Red Skull here with Thanos before, and it was pretty easy. Like, it was a pretty cake fight. But now it is a little bit different. There is a Fury buff node to worry about. I think I'm going to show it again in a sec. I'm just going to throw on, I think, a combat regeneration boost here instead of using another potion, and that's going to extend to the next fight too. But yeah, we have False Confidence. So this is a newer node, to me anyways. Every 5 seconds, the defender gains a 10-second Fury buff, increasing attack rating by 20%. These buffs start paused but begin to expire when the defender is intercepted. So that's just going to be, he's just going to have more attack basically from those Furies. We also have Fight or Flight to contend with now. I don't think that node was there before. So it's just going to be some unstoppable buffs floating around, which is totally fine as long as they're on me. I can just use them to counterpunch, you know, anyways. So, start of the fight. We do have that combat regen boost kick in, which is nice. I am at 30 of my charges as well, so we can drop the hammer with a heavy attack here and put him with that armor break, armor shatter, and now he won't be gaining any more armors. And then we're going to dash back, create that distance so that I can get the unstoppable from Fight or Flight. And then we're just going to be heavy countering these auto-blockable special 1s. So boom, go ahead, throw my special 1. There we go. Red Skull, he can only auto block your basic attacks. You know, he can't auto block your special attacks, your heavy attacks. So you don't gotta worry if he has the auto block up, but you're not using a medium or a light. And then boom, the falter's about to trigger here, but we managed to knock him down before. And again, the falter's about to trigger, but boom, we knock him down. Dash back, create that space, get the unstoppable, and this dude is so dead, bro. He's just dead again. Full health, just, you know, very, very easy fight for Deathless Thanos. Just manhandles Red Skull. Alright, and then final fight of the war. This one's actually a bit scary, though, because it's a rank 4 Maestro. Shout out to J-Will. So, rank 4 Maestro. I fought a rank 3 Maestro here before with Werewolf, and it was a little close. I remember it being a little close. So, this is a rank 4, even bigger. But I've done the fight now. I have some practice and experience. So, utilizing that, I know I should be able to do better than I did the last time I did this fight, even if it's a higher rank. So, we do also have, I believe, that combat regeneration boost still on, which is going to be nice because there is a brute force node here. Which can be pretty annoying. And at the start, I specifically wanted to take some block damage just so that I could get a quick knockdown on him. You can't parry on this node, or not with Werewolf anyways. You need specific debuffs to disable that stun shield. I don't have that, so I'm not worried about that. But yeah, you can see he's already got his glancing up now. He just gains charges so freaking fast. And so we dropped our first special 2, but you know, I was not in the curse yet, so it didn't really do that much damage. And now that we're not in the curse, I'm really getting afflicted by the glancing. If I'm in the curse, we'll be able to make some ruptures stick, but outside of it, no, we're not going to be able to. So what sucks about that is I'm gaining less charges when I howl. You know, if you have a rupture on the opponent, you gain 2 charges per howl. But if you don't have any rupture on the opponent, you only gain 1 charge per howl, which does kind of suck. But I'm going to howl again here. And now I am going to get to my special 2. That is going to give me an additional charge. So boom, now you can see we're applying ruptures, no problem. We don't have to worry. I mean, specials aren't glanced anyways, but I applied a rupture literally before the special attack on my basic combo because we're in the curse and we're able to bypass some of that glancing. But now the curse has expired and Maestro still has 50% health. But he is almost out of charges. He's almost out of that first wave of the mode. So that's really good. That's really, really good. So I'm going to dash back, Howl, rip the special 2, get him knocked down so we can halt the charge gain, just kind of slow down the next cycle. And I'm feeling pretty good at this point, man. I'm feeling pretty damn good. Throw a little relic into a guaranteed heavy attack. And then I want to Howl here, but I want to bait the special first because I know if I go to Howl, he'll throw the special and probably clip me. So that's why I'm waiting. And I end up just getting pushed with the polka dot power to 2 bars, so I get the special off without even the needed to Howl, and it does a lot of damage. And that is Maestro. He's cooked, dude. Those ruptures are going to go ahead and finish the job. So 100 hit combo, a little over a 2-minute fight, but rank 4 Maestro just absolutely dog handled, dog walked by the Werewolf, man. Werewolf by night, what a freaking legend. And so we had another very, very close war. We ended with 11 deaths. They ended with 12. So this is 2 wars in a row where it's within 1 death deciding the outcome. Really glad we were able to clutch out the dub here. GG's to Celestial Avengers. That's going to go ahead and wrap it up for this war video. Hope you guys enjoyed the Werewolf gameplay, the Thanos gameplay. That Maestro fight was pretty cool. The Gentle fight was a little sketchy. But yeah, we didn't die. Again, my one and only death this season has been to that Enchantress. So far, so good since then. Hopefully I keep that streak going for the rest. That's going to go ahead and wrap it up. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more Alliance War content. Next season is going to be crazy and way different, so be on the lookout for that. Like 1 fight per war type deal. It's going to be nuts. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you have a great, wonderful day. Peace.